Hey everyone, it's the Mike Gormley Show, and this is Mike Gormley, and thanks for listening, and thanks for coming back. We just heard a couple of pieces, not full pieces, from the new Gary Dranow album, Masked Facade, and the song we heard on the way out was, I hope I got this right, Delia, and we came back in with Brian, and we were talking about Brian just as we went to commercial. And fascinating story. Well, the whole album is about your experience with Brian. Golden Boy is another track that's going to come up eventually, and is that I don't have all the lyrics here. Golden Boy might mean a recovery or
It's actually Patrick slash Brian's son.
oh
And Golden Boy, Daniel, is a sociopath. Delia is top of her class, great girl, not caught up in all of it. But it's interesting that Delia and Josephine, the wife, live with both Daniel and Brian, and they don't put it together.
no, it's amazing. It's mind-boggling. Pardon my kind of, I mean, I'm not totally ignorant of everything, but you writing something, you're right in the middle of it as a result. You're bringing it out to people to understand the whole situation. I think it's just fascinating. Um, Now, you told your musicians in Australia and Ukraine, you send them what you've written and they add to it, or does the writing process go on before that? How's that work?
I pretty much write the theme of the song, guitar, and I write the lyrics, and then we collaborate. 2 hours on Tuesday with Chris, and 2 hours on Thursday with Klim, and then Klim is now singing. Chris and I had another singer, and Klim has now become the singer for Mass Facade, the entire album, and he's also now singing on all the tracks that Chris and I are writing.
How did you find musicians in these two very far apart countries, and how did you come across them and decide they were going to work?
Uh, I found Chris because I was looking for someone to score Destiny Road. Because I had the stroke, I didn't remember what I had played in 1995 to 1998. So I needed him to put it into something called Guitar Pro. And I'm not exactly sure how I found him, but boy, was he a great find.
Hmm.
And Clean, there's another gentleman in Ukraine who happens to be a student of my harmonica teacher. Um, and my harmonica teacher, David Barrett, introduced me to Roman Berta, who is just a phenomenal harp player, and he's on some of our tracks. And he introduced, actually, his wife's friend found Clean for me, and we just hit it off.
That's great. How long have you been working with those two guys?
I've been working with Chris for about 4 years, and I've been working with Clean almost 2 years now.
And what's interesting is that they obviously click as well.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, in their connection. Well, that's pretty amazing. I was looking at the titles to this album before I totally knew the whole story. And the titles by themselves are very interesting. There's a song called "They Won't Be Missed." Now, knowing the background, I'm wondering what that means. Who will be missed or who won't be missed?
These are uh, oh, I forgot his name. Brian. These are Brian's victims. The women who are marginalized or on the edges of society. They're either ostracized or are prostitutes. So they just fly under the radar. So they are the ones who will not be missed. And he picks his victims specifically because they won't be missed.
I see. Amazing. Pardon my pause, but it's just the story. I mean, is he still? It sounds like he's at home or he's out working. Is that right?
During the day when he's Patrick,
Yeah.
he gets up in the morning. He's Patrick. His dutiful wife, which is one of the songs, Josephine, makes him breakfast, sees him off to the office with his brown bag lunch. And at the office, he is the star of the office, and he's got a corporate job. He's not a blue collar worker; he's a white collar guy, and he's got a corporate job. And then because he tells Josephine that he's got to pay the mortgage and needs to make more money, he tells himself that he needs a second job. But in the transformation from day to night, his personality undergoes complete transformation.
How were your emotions while you were writing this and recording this? You know the story, you know them, and here you are kind of laying it out. How was it affecting you as you went along?
Well, I can kind of relate to both of them. I was in Vietnam very young, and it did things to me. And being bipolar, and I was bipolar from birth. It's not something that happened to me later in life. I mean, I was that way when I was born. And I suspect my father was bipolar too.
Really?
Yeah, I suspect he was. He was just a dynamo. I mean, an amazing man. So I can relate. I can relate to everybody in the story.
It's I understand you can relate, but it's got to be tear at you a little bit, or are you just not that close to it?
I think I have some distance from it because when I write a song, it leaves me. You know, I almost, when I hear it back after not hearing one of my songs for 6 months, like I wrote that.
That's good. That's nice.
Yeah.
It's great. Well, we're gonna head out to a commercial and listen to some of the music from your album, and we will return in a few minutes. It's the Mike Gormley Show. Thank you for listening. Come on back. Oh, Jeremiah. I couldn't see Gary. I was not getting his messages again. So he told me 8 minutes. I figured it was time for a commercial. So
I think you called it right on the money, man.
Yeah.
We've got basically 18 minutes left.
Yeah. But I need him to let me know where we are. I mean,
Oh, Jeremiah.
Meanwhile, it's all being recorded. It could be fun.
Okay.
This is truly behind the scenes.
Just so you know, and I'm going to try to fit this in if I can. I have a separate band in Park City, a separate drummer, separate bass player, separate keyboard player.
Yeah.
And and we're doing our own thing while this other music production is going on. So
That's cool. So they're not playing those songs anyway.
no, right now we're playing Destiny Road songs. No, actually, no, we are playing. We're doing Body Wise.
Oh, okay. Well, no, but I wrote it down. What's the name of the band again?
It was Gary Dranow and the Manic Emotions, but
Right.
now it's just the Gary Dranow Band.
Oh, okay.
And he says 2 minutes, strange things, mass facade.
He said what? Oh,
He
there.
said two
I saw
minutes,
that one. 2 minutes to what?
strange things.
No, I understand, but 2 minutes to commercial because we've already gone to commercial.
No, I
Maybe.
think it's 2 minutes to coming back.
Okay. Alrighty. Sorry about all of that. It's not
No problem, man.
working. Jeremiah, I don't think we stopped recording. If you can hear me,